You were talking earlier about the need for people to report what is wrong. I mean, indirectly,
Right.
I'm putting it in my own words, but there are those who say that perhaps we are not getting a lot more people stepping out because they're afraid. Perhaps we don't protect our people enough. How much of protection do you get in the Whistleblowers Act, for instance? Just so that people are very confident that as they are coming out to give information about you, Lamborghini or whichever car you've gone to have, and they suspect that it's not from your money, they are able to protect themselves.
I think as a country we've done enough. I'll put it about 60% protection for those who actually come out to report. But again, I mean, like you've said, are they even aware? Are they even aware that there are these safety nets to protect them, whether they say something or not? I mean, you need to actually let them be aware, let them accept that we are all doing this for the country, and let them adopt the practice. But I'll tell you what, if I know that when what we used to say, we started condemning this when we were very young. When you go and tell teacher that this guy did this, you are lapo. Right, in our local parlance. But indeed, these are people who actually help with information to help all of us. So if you let them understand that their role they are playing goes to nip some practices that really brings everybody else down, I'm sure they will accept it and then they'll start practicing it. But it's important that you let them really understand it. So, I mean, protecting them is key. But at the risk of life, I tell you what, if you sat back and watched, you remember on that show I told you, and my other colleague, that those who sit by and watch are equally guilty. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You remember when we were in the house playing around, when you saw Kweku pick the fish, he didn't tell anybody. When mommy finds out that you were there when he took
the
that
two of
fish,
you will be beaten.
You will be beaten because watching on is also criminal. And sometimes I go back and higher to even see you as the most worst person I've ever found. If you saw evil and you just watched on and left, I mean, it's also very criminal. I see it very wrong. So, I mean, for me personally, I think when you see it and say it, it will help for all of us to unearth this group of injustice or maybe very, very, very unruly thieves. They are some of them, when you listen to the amount they've stolen, they are unguided, greedy thieves. I mean, no principle. These are people who just want to destroy the state, as if they have something against us. So, I mean, the law should be crafted and well implemented, and we all know about how people are living lavishly. You see it. You are seeing the young man. He's doing no work, and then he goes and comes back. He's driving in a luxury vehicle and everything else. This is not ahoya. It is not chuk-chuk. Just let the police know. Let them question him. I mean, this is your role. You are just only trying to expose some of the things that goes on. When you do it well, I think it should be inclusive. When we expose everybody else and then you are asked simple questions, you give simple answers. I think at the end of the day, we'll get to bring people out and they'll be questioned. But let me tell you what, at the end of the day, let's add the taxation angle to it. When we have found out who are high income earners or have a lot, there's a special tax by the GNRA principles to tax these people in their own special range. We should continue from that angle and then let it happen there. But when we catch a few of them in the net, I think we should have a hall of shame. Especially those who stole from the state, those politicians, especially. They are leaders. You realize most of the time we come and then we hit the top. Because these are leaders. If I vote for you and you are going to get high salaries, you're going to live good life, and you get protocol, when I'm on my way to work, you can just plop a siren, and I have to give myself away for you to pass. I respect you so much. I edify you. I respect you. I bow to you. I can't have you can't have a thief as a king or a leader. So if you are corrupt, I call you out. We should have a hall of shame.
Hall of shame.
Them all life long. I mean, one of our national galleries, the National Museum, we should have a hall of shame. Where we actually, those who have stolen from the state, will list their names over there. Engrave it, if possible.
Like we do with the Hollywood stars, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So when you go to the hall of shame, you can see, the way they say that, ne papa be bo bra. And it's ne papa be boy okrono. Okay.
Okay.
Na echire mba me hu say, we papa we know a kronfo paying.